The sky across the desert in Nevada is sunny, and you can enjoy the star landscape, which is rare for those who are accustomed to turning on contamination in the city. This special evening, compared to the great piercing atmospheric lights, the stars seem to be a bright halvia. Dr. Elias Vov, the world's highest scientific and military minds. Beside him stood General Marcus Flynn, a seasoned military strategist whose calm demeanor belied his eager anticipation. "Do you think they are hostile, Doctor?" Vaux nervously adjusted his glasses. General Flynn whispered, his eyes glued to the drone's live feed. Surrounded by an alien ship, as we soon learn, the doctors are tasked with keeping it as calm as possible as they watch the alien ship open up, releasing a smaller spaceship that descends gracefully in the distance away from them. The tension was palpable when we were several hundred meters away. The hangar doors opened, and a human delegation led by General Flynn and Dr. Waugh stepped into the cool desert air, faces full of curiosity and wariness as they approached the spacecraft. A ramp descended, and 3 figures appeared. Their bodies are clad in sleek, iridescent armor, and their leader, whom they call Captain Ural, is noticeably taller and has a commanding presence. "Greetings, people of Earth. I am Captain Ural of the Zala Empire." Alien voices do not enter their minds directly through their voices. General Flynn extended his hand forward in a gesture of peace on the ground. "We welcome you calmly." Ural looked at the outstretched hand with obvious confusion on his face, then copied the gesture. "We observed your planet. You looked primitive but viable, and direct alien communication piqued Dr. Waugh's interest. We have a lot to learn from each other. May I ask what brings you to Earth to expand our knowledge and rule?" Ural replied, "In short, we are looking for planets that can be brought under Zara's empire. At first, the land seemed unworthy, but you have piqued our curiosity. Land is not to be taken. We strive for mutual respect and learning, not submission." Ural tilted his head, finding Flynn's words interesting. "You show extraordinary bravery for such a young race. It's our home." "Wow, you interjected and defended it more than you can see. That's how you all grinned as you looked around the barren wasteland. We can't see the big cities in the field. There are no important technologies. Can you exchange your attitude with with Flynn?" It was clear Xerox underestimated Earth's capabilities, judging them only by the lack of visible advanced infrastructure. "We have our ways," Flynn replied cryptically. "Maybe before you make any decisions, you'd like to see more of what humanity is capable of." You all nodded slowly and very well, showing us what your land has to offer as they left back to hangar. Dr. Weil bowed. "We have to be careful when we whisper, Flynn, Marcus. They are technologically advanced, but maybe they lack in other areas where we excel." Flynn nodded and agreed. "It's not just about weapons or ships. It's about our spirit and our ingenuity. Let us hope." Enough. The delegation took over the government and was ready to show the true potential of the Earth, fighting in the house without fighting the high-security conference hall. The atmosphere is full of anxiety and solutions. As the human delegation regrouped, the alien visitors were escorted to an adjacent observation area where they could see but not hear the discussion. General Lin was standing at the table. His gaze sweeps over his team. "We have a shot at everyone. We must demonstrate not only our technological progress but also our strategic depth." We had an idea, and Dr. Waugh, still holding his notes, spoke first. "Our history is full of examples of asymmetric warfare where less technologically advanced civilizations prevailed. We must build on this legacy. In addition, recently discovered artifacts may give us Sergeant Major Linda Hart, a veteran of electronic warfare who has developed resistance systems and advanced drones for us. It could give us a tactical advantage without exposing too much of our most sensitive technology." Flynn nodded gratefully. "Dear Linda, I want your team to show them technology as soon as possible that is impressive but not something they can easily replicate or immediately understand." The theoretical physicist is Dr. Adrian Holloway. "We've made a leap into quantum communication that's secure and fast, something they couldn't have predicted when they looked at our normal communication networks. It might show an unexpected level of sophistication." Perfect Adrian gave a demonstration, making it clear that we are not as primitive as they think. Flynn moderated the meeting as each participant presented ideas ranging from demonstrations of advanced artificial intelligence algorithms to sophisticated cyber defense demonstrations. Each proposal is more innovative than the last, representing a civilization ready to defend its place in the universe. After the strategy session, Flynn gave the team some tough conclusions. "Let's be clear, We're not just defending the planet, we're also defending our right to exist as equals. In this galaxy, prepare all demos for tomorrow. The next morning, at 8 o'clock, Captain Ural and his officers were taken to a secure military test site. The area was abuzz as various demonstrations were organized. Each designed to impress and subtly intimidate. In their first demo, Hollow Quantum Communications is a network of drones coordinated via quantum-encrypted signals to perform complex maneuvers. Xerox, used to more traditional forms of communication, watched Sergeant Hart with obvious confusion and intrigue before being shown a swarm of drones operating independently and reacting in real time to simulated threats. Their flawless performance and adaptive tactics are like none other, and the Xerox family has Doctor in their arsenal. Vo takes the stage to explain the significance of the ancient artifacts, cleverly omitting how many of them have been deciphered. These relics come from a time when our civilization embraced the stars, and we are only now beginning to fully understand the abilities of our ancestors. Ural watched intently, his earlier arrogance tempered by the display of human ingenuity and hints of a mysterious, potent legacy. You are full of surprises, General Flynn. Perhaps we underestimated Earth. Flynn standing firm in y'all's gaze. There's more to us than meets the eye, Captain. We hope this gives you a reason to reconsider your intentions. As the delegation walked back into the conference room and leaned toward Flynn, do you think they would back down? But be prepared for anything. This is just the beginning. The next few days were a series of diplomacies, engagements, and technology demonstrations more elaborate than the previous ones, meant to come to a temporary halt as Dr. Vo and his team worked feverishly to release the ancient artifact's potential within. Dr. Vo sat surrounded by relics that were filled with a mysterious energy that Elias could not touch. You need to see this. Dr. Nia Roberts, a colleague who specializes in foreign archaeology from all over space, she studies the holographic display and blinks at astronomical smoothing and complex images of mathematical equations. It can change everything, Nia. If we can crack it, we could do more than just protect the planet. We can bring back technologies that have been lost for thousands of years because they collect fragments of knowledge. A clearer picture emerges. Humans are not only part of galactic society, but also leaders and pioneers. The artifacts contain blueprints of energy systems smaller than anything that existed on Earth or apparently in Zero's arsenal. Meanwhile, General Flynn called another meeting with Captain Ural and his officers. There was a nervous energy in the room that was completely different from the arrogance that Captain Zarek had shown before. Our history is rich and deep. We were once the rulers of the universe, and we are on our way to reclaiming our heritage. Now there is a hint of respect. Your resilience is admirable, but don't expect ancient history to stop the power of the Zero Empire. Just then, Dr. Vo entered with a small, ancient-looking device. He placed it on the table, activated it with a simple gesture, and the device came to life, projecting a three-dimensional star map of the Milky Way with trade routes and strategic outposts that preceded them, including Xerox in any known civilization. This map is more than just a relic of the past. It is a testament to what we can achieve. What you see are the roots of trade and alliances formed by our ancestors long before the Zero Empire existed, explains Dr. Wah. There is a silence that fills a room when one's influence is gone, not just held tightly by one survivor from a forgotten planet. They are the remnants of a once mighty galactic force. With this in mind, it would be unwise to continue hostilities. Flynn added, "We're rediscovering our abilities, and we'll use everything we explore on the map to defend our sovereignty." And changing his demeanor from superiority to contemplation changes things. We must discuss this development with the Emperor. With Zarek gone and our plans for Earth on hold, Dr. Vo and General Flynn exchanged cautious optimism in the room. As Elias continues to dig, whatever is buried in our past may hold the key to our future. When Flynn calls for a return to the underground facility, Dr. Wah and Dr. Roberts cite their efforts, fueled by the newfound importance of their discoveries, and potentially changing the dynamics of their interactions with the entire galaxy. The stakes are higher than ever, but so is the determination to protect Earth and restore its heritage. Over the next few weeks, Dr. Elias Wah and his team will tirelessly delve deeper into the ancient artifacts and technologies that once made humanity the leader of the galaxy. Their progress was rapid, fueled by the urgency of the Zero threat and the potential of what they were. Uncovering General Marcus Flynn monitored these advancements closely, planning to use every piece of rediscovered technology as a strategic advantage. He organized a series of covert operations to test these technologies in real-world conditions. The results were beyond promising. They change into safe military bases. Okiki in the mountains, Flynn engineers and researchers saw a new reconstruction of the defense system, which causes irregular intervals. Start the test. Flynn's voice echoed in the control room, and technicians quickly complied. Everyone present was impressed by his efficiency and persistence. Flynn turned to Dr. Wall, who had just finished another meeting with the relic Elias, something that could change defensive warfare as we know it. Vo nodded, looking both excited and exhausted, with more to do. Marcus, we have only scratched the surface of every ancient cache we have decoded and reinforced. Our understanding and capabilities have been inspired by the success of the EGIS array. Flynn ordered the production of the system and other technologies that have recovered from the old days. Such technology is the Star Lance Drive, which is a promotion system. As engineers and scientists began to push the limits of technology, Flynn began to strengthen Earth's defensive and offensive capabilities. He organized a fleet of newly equipped warships, each equipped with Star Lance drives and other advanced weapons, and carefully deployed them at key locations in Earth's orbit. At the same time, with Earth's sudden leap in technological power, diplomatic channels were activated that did not go unnoticed. Xerox wasted no time in sending emissaries to voice their concerns and look for flaws. Flynn was careful not to reveal the full extent of Earth's progress as he met with each emissary. "We seek peace, but we will defend ourselves," Flynn said firmly at one such meeting. In his eyes, the steadfast Earth is no longer a planet to be bullied or ignored. The message was clear. It echoed throughout the cosmos, reaching other civilizations that had become interested in this quiet blue planet, suddenly claiming its ancient heritage on Earth. That community was filled with a mixture of pride and fear. News of technological advances brought hope, but the possibility of interstellar conflict loomed, and Flynn spoke to the world on air in an attempt to reassure his fellow citizens. "We are the inheritors of a great civilization, and despite the challenges we faced, we did so with the strength and wisdom of our ancestors." He declared, his voice resolute. "We are ready to defend our home and take our rightful place in the galaxy, as the Earth is preparing for potential conflict." Flynn and Vav knew that the real battle had not yet begun. The excavated technologies were a significant advantage, but humanity's resolve and unity would be the ultimate decision-makers in the face of alien threats with each passing day. The Earth becomes stronger and more confident, and is ready to deal with the next couple of weeks. General Marcus Flynn set up the EGIS Massive Strategic Introduction Protection Network, which prevented the low-level threat so that the Earth had unimaginable security before the initial Cerex coverage. The easy conquest made them reassess their position. Captain Ural's contempt for Earth has turned to fierce respect, and he assures his superiors that Earth is not the vulnerable target they expected. Nevertheless, the branch command, fueled by pride and pressure to expand their empire, insisted on a direct confrontation that underestimated humanity's strategic capabilities. Flynn, anticipating the possibility of a confrontation, had prepared ground forces for an aggressive defense. He coordinates with the naval commanders of Earth's fledgling space fleet, each equipped with interstellar drives and advanced weapons based on ancient technology. They conducted drills simulating different types of attacks to ensure each crew member was proficient in using the new tools. Meanwhile, Dr. Elias Vo and his team are unlocking the secrets of ancient artifacts. They discovered a set of algorithms that increase the effectiveness of energy weapons, allowing them to integrate these improvements into Earth weapons. This technical advantage was quickly tested. The Xerox launched a coordinated attack on Earth's largest space stations with a fleet larger than any Earth ship but with unmatched technology. As the first wave of Zero ships approached Flynn's fleet, massive, flickering domes of energy surrounded the various space stations, deflecting Zero's initial energy blasts away from Earth's command center. He led calmly, his eyes scanning the real-time data coming from the front lines. Using advanced energy weapons, Earth's fleet responded with precision and devastating efficiency. One by one, they targeted the flaws revealed by the design of Zero's ship, Derek, which prioritized strength over skill. Zaro's ships crumbled, their shields failing under Earth's relentless onslaught. A bold move to improve weapons. Flynn ordered a squadron of his fastest ships to flank Zero's fleet and use attitude boosts to outflank the enemy. It's a tactic that no one, not even Xerox, has seen before. The ships appeared in all directions of Zero's fleet almost simultaneously. When the dust settled, the Zero fleet launched a ferocious attack that overwhelmed their defenses and crippled their ships, leaving Captain Ural with his flagship, now severely damaged and drifting lifelessly in space. A message was sent to General Flynn. We underestimated how powerful your Earth's defenses are. Flynn responded not with triumph, but with a stern warning, Captain Ural. Let this be a lesson. Earth seeks peace, but we will defend our sovereignty without hesitation. Withdraw your forces, or the next engagement will end your conquest forever, and word of your victory will spread like wildfire, boosting public morale and solidifying support for Flynn's leadership. The people of Earth, once fearful of the sky, now looked up with a sense of pride and determination as Flynn and Var reviewed the outcome of the battle. They knew that this victory was significant, but not decisive. Xerox may return with the reinforcements. Earth needs to fight the protracted conflict and possibly expand into the unknown realms of space. For now, however, Earth has established its place in the universe not only as a survivor, but also as a strong defender of its ancient heritage. The tide has turned, but with Earth's decisive victory over Earth, the journey has not yet arrived. Not over yet. These studies are designed not only for new technologies, but also for people's narratives. By translating complex symbols in the area, he engraved a detailed history of the crystalline protein matrix. The story takes place in an era where humans are not only part of galactic society, but also one of its architects. The chronicles show that humanity once formed a vast network of alliances across multiple galaxies that fostered peace and prosperity through innovation and diplomacy. This golden age ended in a cataclysmic event, the details of which are still unclear, but which appears to involve a mysterious entity or force that caused widespread destruction. The lab wants to share these discoveries. The more we discover, the clearer it becomes that our ancestors were not only advanced but also the foundation of the structure of the galaxy. The implications are deep, and Flynn feels the weight of their ancestry as he investigates the Crystal Chronicles. This makes us fight not just for survival, but to reclaim our rightful place in the galaxy. What we do know about the event that ended this golden age of WoW pointed to a series of engraved diagrams depicting great darkness spreading across the stars is unclear but suggests some sort of invasion or plague on a cosmic scale. It seems that our ancestors sacrificed a lot to contain it, which led to the collapse of their civilization and their retreat into the Dark Ages, realizing the seriousness of their past. Flynn formulated a new directive. Not only do we have to be prepared for conflicts with companies like Xerox, but we also have to be prepared for the resurgence of everything that is no longer just about technology. It's about being aware and prepared for all threats. News of Earth's ancient role in the galaxy stirred a sense of pride and responsibility among the people of Earth. Flynn addressed the UN about the findings and their implications for politics and defense on Earth, descendants of a civilization that once guarded the galaxy. It is our duty to continue this legacy, not only for our own protection, but also for the stability of the galaxy. As Earth's leaders digest this new identity, preparations intensify as Team V works to adapt ancient technology for modern use while deciphering the defense strategies used by their ancestors. Meanwhile, Flynn embarks on a series of diplomatic missions to neighboring systems to not only warn of the Zero threat, but also to restore old alliances, guided by ancient maps and records. Flynn's diplomacy-generated interest had an impact and bore fruit. This time, Earth is slowly reintegrating into the galaxy, and as a respected force on Earth, Flynn and Vo now work closely together to plan their next move. We need all the help we can get. Flynn took note of our new allies and our own history, as well as our future security, as Earth continues to harness rediscovered ancient technology and new alliances to bolster its defenses. It stands not only on the edge of survival, but also on the precipice of regeneration, ready to restore its ancient status and protect the galaxy. Once again, Earth's resurgence as a galactic power has not gone unnoticed, especially in the Zaro Empire. After the crushing defeat, they retreated, but not for long. Reports now indicate that Zarek, under pressure from the Emperor, is amassing a much larger army in preparation for a decisive assault on Earth. They seemed intent on destroying the Earth spirit completely, seeing it as a challenge to their power and an affront to their pride. Based on tactical data from ancient star maps and artifacts recently discovered by Dr. Elias Fong, he deployed Earth's newly formed galactic defense fleet at strategic points. This is a defense technology called the Halo Grid that can deflect incoming ballistics from Zero's fleet. It was introduced on a large scale. The citizens of Earth, filled with tension, calmed down despite the tension. They trusted in their military and the abilities of Flynn, who had become the leader of Earth. Recovery, a symbol of strength and strategic perception of the center of power and leadership. Flynn reviewed the deployment of forces with his top advisors. Every unit knows their role. We've prepared for this and will stand firm. Today, we protect our home and our future." He spoke firmly and ordered the battle to begin. As the Zero fleet entered the outer reaches of the solar system, the halo grid was activated, creating a dazzling array of light above the ground and intercepting several energy shockwaves from the Xerox. Meanwhile, Earth's fleet, reinforced by stars and ground, maneuvered with unprecedented speed and agility, precisely engaging the Zero ships and forcing them into defensive positions. Flynn oversees the battle from Earth, in constant communication with his fleet commanders, guiding their actions like a chess master. His strategy was clear: use advanced tactics and technology to weaken Zero's forces until they had no choice but to retreat. Although Dr. Worms found out that he was on the Flagbean Bridge, he insisted on witnessing the use of technology he helped discover. He saw the human navy in awe of the ability to be given by ancient knowledge, and modern courage would fight the trend with Captain Zalos. The Order of Zara's army realized that the situation was too late. Although his ships are strong, they are not prepared for the sophisticated strategies and technologies that are urgently needed. He attempted to break through the halo grid with a concentrated burst of energy, only to see it dissipate harmlessly against the shimmering barrier. Recognizing the futility of continued combat, Ural initiated a retreat, signaling his forces to disengage and regroup. Flynn, observing the withdrawal, gave the order to cease fire but to remain vigilant. "Let them go," he said firmly. "We've had our say as Zero's fleet approaches the screen and Earth Command, Center, and City Cheer. This fight is about more than just winning." It was a statement that Earth was no longer a silent player in the galactic arena. Flynn and Wow stood by, watching the remnants of Zero's fleet disappear into the distance. "Today, we defend not only our planet but also our place in history," Flynn remarked, his gaze still focused on the stars. "Wow," I nodded with a mixture of relief and anticipation. "And tomorrow we will continue to uncover the secrets of our ancestors to secure this Earth. Never face such a threat unprepared again." The fight, now known as the last fight, will go down in history as this moment. Earth has truly reclaimed her ancient heritage as a leader among the stars, ready to face any future challenges with wisdom and unity. After the last stand, the Earth experienced a renaissance not seen since its ancient galactic glory, threatening the Zero Empire's retreat. Humanity is free to focus on reconstruction and exploration, accelerated by General Marcus Flynn's rediscovery of ancient technology. Now hailed as Earth's protector, he turned his attention from war to diplomacy and reconstruction and founded the Earth Galactic Council, a new body created to govern relations between Earth and other galactic civilizations. It was an era of rapid space expansion, and Flynn was determined to see humanity as a leader and peacemaker. Each discovery brings new advances in energy, medicine, and science, moving human civilization forward at an unprecedented rate. We are not just reclaiming our past. We create our future. In his many public speeches, which were broadcast around the world and watched by millions of people, Fung often said that the new era will be marked by an explosion of culture and technology, with cities expanding upwards and outwards, new buildings being built, and the entire region being developed, using materials and techniques from Earth and its colonies, and humans enjoy a quality of life previously only imagined in science fiction. Flynn watched the transformation with pride and awe, and the unity and enthusiasm with which humans embraced their new roles in the galaxy exceeded his expectations. Not only did we protect our home, but we also opened the door to opportunities. Unexpectedly, he reflected in his UN space speech that Earth's fleet was once purely military and now also serves as explorers and peacekeepers. Flynn personally oversaw the transformation of the military fleet into a galactic exploration and defense service, underscoring the commitment of Earth's fleet to galactic peace and stability. After the defeat, the relationship with Xerox 2.0 changed. A new leader emerged who was more open to dialogue, and Earth and the Zero Empire slowly began to repair relations with Earth, offering assistance and technology exchange programs as a show of goodwill. This is a testament to Flynn's vision of a galaxy in which conflict is resolved not through war, but through cooperation and understanding on Earth. The Institute became a hub for scholars, scientists, and students from across the galaxy eager to learn about ancient humanity's rich history and advanced technology. As the one-year anniversary of the final battle approaches, Flynn and Wass stand together in front of a new aired monument commemorative event. This is not only a victory festival, but also a recognition of people's return to where they should be. In the stars, we have gone far. Elias Flynn looked at the faces of the humans and aliens gathered at the ceremony and said, "Yes, Marcus Vo replied, his eyes reflecting the bright light of the setting sun. We still have a long way to go, but now we move on together. At the end of the ceremony, the sun dips below the horizon and the stars begin to twinkle in the night sky, a reminder of the vast, unexplored space that awaits them. Humanity has not only reclaimed its ancient heritage, but is now poised to create a new one among the stars, a legacy of peaceful wisdom and exploration. This is truly a new dawn for humanity, full of hope and unlimited potential.